How's it going?
How's it going with you?
First time being kicked out of a campground. It's real cool. It's real cool when it happens for something stupid. I wish I had done something crazy. Wish I had like gotten drunk and wasted or something.
I'm
to get
really
kicked
glad
out.
you didn't. I'm really
But I
glad
got
you
a
didn't.
package
Yeah, well.
from FedEx. Hey folks, how's it going? I'm just here packing up our RV, getting ready to go because we're being thrown out of this park by the cops in front of our kids. So this is going to be a fun story. I can't wait to tell you all of it as we load out of here with the Montrose County, Colorado sheriffs watching us.
Yeah, so if anyone saw our Insta story today, then you know that Jason got a new computer. And unfortunately, getting that computer broke the rules of this campground that we were unaware of.
So this is what happened. All right, so apparently this campground does not allow you to receive packages.
You take this and you talk and I'll do stuff.
Which is great, fine. This campground doesn't allow you to receive packages. That's their rule. Good for them if they want that to be their rule. I think it's a silly rule. I missed that rule on their rule sheet because it was on the back of page 4 underneath long-term residents. And guess what? We're not long-term residents. We're only supposed to be here for 6 days. Montrose San Juan RV Resort in Colorado, near Uray, near Montrose, Colorado. And this is our, we've stayed 2 nights now. So I ordered a FedEx package here, and I looked through the rules on the website and they were not there. So whatever, I ordered a package here. Had I known they don't receive packages, no reason in the world I would have had it sent. But I did, and they rejected it. Fine, that's their prerogative to do. So the FedEx guy calls me when he's outside the gate at the campground, and he says, hey, look, this campground won't receive this package. They say they don't allow people staying to receive packages, and they want us to send it back. But I figured, hey, we'll just drive outside the gate here and I'll give it to you there. Fine. So I go get it. I go get the package, and then we go out for the day. Then we come back, and I have an email in my inbox that says, you must leave tomorrow by 1 o'clock or else we'll call the police. And if you can't laugh at this, I don't know what you could laugh at. So I go to confront the manager guy, right? And to nicely talk to him about it. And he starts going on and on about how I was read the rules twice, which never happened, by the way. And you know, I'm like, you know, I wish you would have approached me. I wish we could have talked about this. You could have just let me know. That's fine. Anyway, my neighbor decided to come in and support us, and he was a little heated about it, which was totally fine, because I was about to get there, because he was starting to make up lies. And at that point, he called the cops. And I swear this is one of those stories that sounds like, oh, there's more to this story. I need to hear the other side of it. There's got to be more to that. No, we are getting kicked out of this campground for getting a package. It's hilarious. And what's more is a lady that's staying here also said that she's been here for less than a month. She said this is the 3rd time the police have been called to remove somebody from this campground because the guy that is running it is absolutely insane. So we are packing up with the Montrose County sheriffs back there behind me in that pickup truck back there, watching us. It was a little traumatizing for our kids for a while, but they understand now. I want to have had, I don't know, just like really done something wild, but my story is I got kicked out of a campground for receiving a package. That's it. It's the greatest thing in the world. So we are packed up and ready to go. The police have, you know, been spending their time. And don't get me wrong, these are very nice officers, but they have been forced to spend their time watching us pack up for the last hour to go. So that's what the police are being forced to spend their time doing. So we're all hooked up, and we're gonna pull right out of here, and we're gonna dispute our credit card transaction because we've got 4 more days at this campground, like $200 more that we're going to be losing. And then we're going to call full-time families, because this is apparently a full-time families approved campground, which I know they won't be so happy with. Oh, just fantastic good time.
Hi, friends.
Henry's door is open.
Oh, Henry's door is open. Watch out, I'm shutting your door. So.
This thing, you don't want to get
Oh yeah, don't get in trouble for taking the sign.
I'm not talking with. You know what?
So,
I'm gonna go hand it right to him.
Yeah, go hand it right back to him and tell him to. Well, I can't say it. We're live right now.
Yeah, so we're not the only ones getting kicked out. Our
in the
neighbors
car.
are getting kicked out as well.
Yeah, so fortunately I started calling around as soon as I heard the words that the sheriff was being called. We were able to find someone just 7 miles down the road who can help us out, who can accommodate. And when I was talking to that campground, and I'm sorry if Jason has already said this, I was in the middle of also trying to deal with the police officers who are going to be standing at the end of our campsite watching us load up. And when I said something about that, she asked me where we were. And actually she said, "Are y'all at San Juan?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, we are." And then she said, "They're crazy." And she said, "You're not the first ones who have been kicked out and been looking for some place to go." This is now 2 hours into it. And actually, Jason and I were supposed to be going on a little date night tonight. We had arranged with our friends. We were going to be heading over to Uray, and we were going to hike this really cool waterfall catwalk thing. And I said to myself, I'm going to look at our work email just one more time as we're on our way out, and then I'm going to put it down and I'm going to enjoy the evening with my husband. And that's when I got the email in our rvmiles.com inbox, no less. So and I immediately started shaking, visibly shaking, because we were told we had till 1 o'clock tomorrow. I just want to flip everybody around. We'll get a view. Yeah, so these are the managers here, and they're the ones that Jason tried to talk to about. If you want to go ahead and roll your window down, go ahead and get a nice... So that's the guy right there. And as you can see, that's him right there. And he's the one that requested that we leave.
Let's leave before you can say I'm going to find you for fun.
And so there it is. Anyway, I was visibly shaken and upset. And we immediately, thankfully, we had not gotten too far. We turned around and we came back. Jason went to try and discuss the situation, and there just was no resolution to be found. So we are now leaving, and that's the story. They've had to change their name here a few times.
They apparently lost their Jellystone.
And we thought for sure maybe the sheriff would be like, "Hey, give these guys a warning, you know, be chill. It's cool. It was a package. They know they know now." But no, the sheriff's department.
Well, the sheriff's department comes out to this campground a lot, apparently. So.
Yeah, so they escorted Jason and our friend back to our campsites, and then stood there and watched us while we packed up our campsite. So that's the story. I cannot stress enough that there's no reason to ever come to this campground as long as it is run by the individual that owns it, and he employs someone like this gentleman who several other campers came up to us during our time of packing up and shared with us stories of the things that have happened. We did take our sweet time loading up, and yet at the same time we just really wanted to get away from that negativity, and we wanted to get our kids into a place where they didn't have to feel like criminals. I still can't believe I'm telling you this story. We've been doing this for 4 years. Private, state, federal, county, city, boondocking, mooch docking, and I've never. This is crazy. There will definitely be an ice cold beer in my future as soon as we get settled, maybe even 2. So, you know, folks, boy, turn over every single page. You just can't plan for something like this. And, you know, bless our friends who got pulled into this. And we just feel so awful that they got mixed into our crazy, that started because Jason just had to have a brand new computer. Everybody's emotions are running high in here right now. There's a lot of adrenaline pumping in this truck right now. So we're gonna end this video, and we're gonna spend a little time as a family enjoying the last few minutes of this drive and being thankful that we have someplace to go, and also hoping that whatever stick found its way to Tom, that one of these days he can find a way to have it removed. He's missing out on a lot of really good opportunities, as that's a great, beautiful spot for a campground, and it's really unfortunate that he can't enjoy that. So y'all be well. Thanks for sharing this moment with us. Thanks for...
Is this the turn?
Yes, this is the turn.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing this moment with us, and we will catch you all very, very soon. But until then, just be well and know that a package is never as awful as it seems.